Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bastion Yugioh here. I haven't been on the channel, first of all, for 2 weeks. Stuff's going on, but the Forbidden Limitless just dropped, guys, for the TCG. I was trying to find it. It wasn't on the official Forbidden Limited list for some freaking reason. It was on here on the EU. I don't know what the reason for that is, but we have a brand new list. You already have it spoiled right here. I only see one card. I technically now two on the Forbidden Limited list, but I want to go ahead and bring you guys to you guys as soon as possible. This is happening during a national in South America. This is happening during the YCS Philly of 2022. This is absolutely crazy, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look. So first of all, we got Cyberstein, newly to the Forbidden list again. Back you go, Cyberstein. Essentially, yeah, it was a little ridiculous. They could go ahead and chirp out Natural Exterior, and it was pretty much getting abused by Sprite decks, by Super Heavy Samurai combos, things like that. So honestly, super well, understandable. Just go ahead and put it in proper terms, right? Let's go ahead and accept all the cookies, because why not, right? So we got that to look forward to. No more Cyberstein. Very nice. This is happening as of June 5th, not May 6th. June 5th, 2023. So it's going to be happening, taking place in about a week from today. So go ahead and make sure you start planning ahead. No more Cyberstein, guys. Next up on the list, we have still no Masterpiece off the ban list, guys. Come on, Konami. What are you doing? You got to take it off, my boy. We got Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow on the Forbidden list. I mean, I understand Link ones are ridiculous, and this pretty much, but this enabled the entire, not the entire combo. Okay, look, at least it didn't hit the, what's it called? The Pierce Maker. I think that's the one, the crossbow one that constantly searches you out. That is a little bit of a hit because it takes away not only your ability to get an additional search turn one, but it also takes away your special summon of Scales with your activation of Super Heavy Samurai Peacemaker as well. So that is quite a significant blow. Pretty much taking away 2 cards from your opening hand. There most likely going to be other ways to go ahead and play around this. You can probably play more Super Heavy Samurai Stealthy in order to compensate for it. That you can special summon Stealthy and still get that Peacemaker off in order to be able to summon out your Scales and go off from there. But that is quite the blow to Super Heavy Samurai, pretty much hindering the more consistent shenanigans as well. So we got that to look forward to as well, guys. Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow is now forbidden. What I do like about this, though, is that it does open up quite a few extra deck slots for the Super Heavy Samurai strategy, with most people playing this deck, playing in it from 2 to 3 in the deck. And if you're playing 1, you're not playing Super Heavy Samurai. So at that point, it is nice that we do get a little bit more room in the extra deck, but it does hurt that we don't get that initial search or the Peacemaker in our. We got Diabolosis. Okay, we all saw this one coming. It's really not much of a big surprise here, guys. Diabolosis, I pretty much knew was going to be on the ban list. I predicted it. You guys now see my prediction. I mean, whatever now at this point, but Diabolosis is way too ridiculous. It pretty much enabled the most degenerate place coming out of the cash tier strategy, so that is absolutely huge. Finally, Forbidden Sayonara. So no more zone locking your entire your opponent's entire field, which makes Cashier a much more fair deck. So it is something to look forward to. Let's go ahead and see what else on here. No more XZs, not seeing any spells on here. We got a Pointer of the Red Lotus, limited to Forbidden, and Brand Explosion. Finally, okay. So Brand Explosion was an absolutely ridiculous card. Yeah, I understand that they can still do the gimmick puppet lock, but just the consistency that this thing had, just to not allow your opponent to play, was absolutely just ridiculous to that point, guys. Pointer of the Red Lotus, is it a ban-worthy card? I mean, it can go either way. With this one, it was at once. It wasn't really searchable through Trap Trick, but it was searchable through, I guess, Triple Tactic Thrust. It can go either way, guys. I think it was okay at 1, but I mean, I might be wrong. I might get flamed in the comments for that one. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, I've been away from YouTube for about 2 weeks, so please humble me in the comments. So we got that to look forward to, guys. That is going to be it for the limited list. Okay, so we didn't get any other cash tier hits, no Sprite hits. I was wondering if they were going to potentially ban, or we haven't hit the rest of the stuff, guys, so we can go ahead and continue on. But I was really curious if they were going to go ahead and hit Sprite in any way as far as the Forbidden stuff. They haven't, so that's nice to see. Let's go ahead and check out what's on the... We got Blaster, Dragon Ruler of the Infernos, guys. Finally getting limited off the ban list. Free my boy Blaster. Is this deck playable? Absolutely not. Can it all come to 3? Most likely. So this is a good step, though. Konami, you're listening to us. This is a good step. Thank you. Okay, now we're getting to 2 and then to 3. So all these still at 1, of course. Go ahead and see what's there. Mathmech Circular is now limited. Holy crap, guys. So Mathmech Circular pretty much enables all your... Wait, Cyframe Gamma is limited? What? Why are we limiting Cyframe Gamma? That makes no sense. Is it still playable? Is it still playable? Is it still worth running one brick in your main deck for only one other card unsearchable to be able to activate it unless you play Cyframe Lambda? That's tough. Wow. That one surprised me a lot more than Circular. Circular, it pretty much enables all of your Mathmech plays, so it's understandable why this card is here. I mean, Mathmech is just absolutely ridiculous. I took a picture of this guy at my locals. I believe he was playing a Mathmech or some version of it, and his field was absolutely ridiculous. Extra link to his opponent, absolutely wild. I put it up on the screen for you guys if I get the chance, but this is crazy, absolutely crazy. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and put it on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. Go ahead and check that out. But that is wild. Okay, so we got Mathmech taking a hit, Cash Tier taking a hit, Super Heavy Samurai taking a hit, everybody taking a hit, Cyframe's taking a hit. Oh man, poor Cyframe players. That's crazy. Danglong is off the list. We got Danglong back to 1. Yo. Oh, no way. We got Danglong off the... I feel like this has not been off the list ever since the dinosaur structure deck first came out so long ago. Honestly, I completely forgot what it did. Let's go ahead and read this together, guys. If this card is special summoned, you can add 1 Yangzing card from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, you can send 1 worm monster from your deck to the graveyard. And this card level becomes the sent monsters. If this face-up card leaves the field, special summon 1 Yangzing monster from your deck, and only special summon Danglong once per turn. Okay. So I see the recursion, I see the potential advantage, and go ahead and bring you guys. So we got Danglong back to 1 that is really... Oh no, ignore that. So we got Danglong to 1, guys. That is wild. Kashtira Arise Heart limited. Let's go. Get out of here, Kashtira. That deck is ridiculous. Honestly, I did not think that Arise Heart was going to get hit. I thought it was going to be either the Unicorn or it was going to be the Kashtira Birth that was going to get limited. We still haven't seen all the spells, so it might be there. But with Diabolosis going to 0 and Kashtira Arise Heart going to 1, it makes the deck extremely fair. It can still go, when the Arise Heart, don't get me wrong, it's more than enough to do plenty of damage, but if you get rid of the Arise Heart, whether you Winter Cherries or whatever it might be, it really cripples the deck and what it can do. So that is a fantastic hit for all of us non-Kashtira players. Thank you so much, Konami. See what else we got on here. We got Delicious Memories Limited. What? Why? Also, Seconds Light still limited, and Set Rotation and Hornet Drones. I did believe that they're gonna unlimit Engage or bring it back to more than just 1. So we're gonna get to that in just a second. But Delicious Memory is now a limited card. Delicious Memory, if you guys don't know, if you guys don't play Pearly, is the card that gets you E Pearly or X Pearly Plump. That's the one that takes spells, traps from your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard and adds to them as a material, so you can make a ridiculously, wildly big Xyz monster with a whole bunch of materials for free, essentially. So that is actually pretty wild, hitting the consistency of it. We are getting a brand new Pirelli card, Sleepy Memory, if I'm not mistaken, here soon in the next few packs that we're going to be getting. So that is going to help compensate for the lack of consistency that deck is going to have here moving forward, because Delicious Memory is what you essentially needed for a deck to be absolutely busted. It's still a searchable card, you can still go ahead and get it, so it's not completely like out of the loop, but it is something that is mentionable or noteworthy at least. Will this feel a little bit sacky? I think so, but like I said, it's a searchable card in the archetype. I mean, the deck digs through your deck constantly with the continuous spell, with the Pirelli card, Pirelli monster I should say, both Pirelli monsters I should say. So the deck is already pretty consistent. Hitting it to 1, while it hurts the consistency, I think it makes the deck a little bit more fair, but also feel a little bit less sacky, a little bit more sacky I should say. So I'm in between with this one, but it's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and keep going. What else? Konami went really. Sacred Tree is limited. Now Natura Runic is dunzo as far as that goes, because they would send this like 3 times a turn, just keep getting effects. It wasn't once per turn. Understandably so, it's limited. I mean, let's not really get into that one, but that's what, look, Konami is dropping the hammer with this ban list, guys. Oh my god, because that's all a limited one, guys. Time Seal still limited, whatever. Upstart Goblin still limited. Terraforming, damn. Wait a minute. Sky Striker Hornet Drone is the only limited Sky Striker card. Hello? What the frog legs? What did they do? Did they actually unlimit all this? Only Hornet Drones is limited. Konami, what did you do? Engage to 2. Okay, Sprite started at 2. That's understandable. Okay, there's a lot that happened right here. Give me just a second. Okay, so Desires is still at 2. I disagree, but they don't care. Runic Fountain is at 2. I thought it would go to 1, but some people thought that'd be a bit too much. 2, understandable. Really, you only play 2, so it doesn't really do much for Runic in general. So Runic's still good to go. Herald of Orange Light comes back to 2. That's really nice. Cashier Unicorn is brand new on here. Okay, so Unicorn did get hits, so Cashier has 3 hits on this ban list. That's crazy. Lightning Storm to 2 though, that's an odd one. I mean, I get board wipes are, you know, very strong, whatever in the game, but I just didn't see Lightning Storm as being one of those cards that would be game breaking. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a phenomenal card and very useful in a lot of going second strategies or just in the side deck option. But to put it to 2, that's a little bit weird, and that kind of stands out to me as a little bit of a outlier, if you will. So that's an odd one. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to gather all my thoughts. There's a lot of stuff that just happened on this screen all at once, right? So we got Engage to 2. To Engage. Let's go. I'm playing Sky Striker again. Let's go. Get out of here with that super heavy samurai stuff. But there's still more Sky Striker spells that were limited. I'm really stuck on this, guys. Like, there's a lot more Sky Striker cards that were limited. Now only Engage is semi-limited. What did you do, Konami? Oh my. Okay, so Sprite Starter. Okay, let me do all of them as well. Finish it off. So Sprite Starter, going to 2. It's understandable. Doesn't kill the strategy whatsoever. It slows down the consistency, maybe just a smidge, but you can just slap an Upstart Goblin in there and you're good to go. I mean, really, does it hurt? Slightly. But does it kill the deck? Hell no. I mean, the Sprite's still going to be just as powerful as before. With all these hits to all these other decks, though, Sprite might actually become a higher tier contender than it was before. I feel like it just got power crept a lot by Pirelli, Super Heavy Samurai, Cash Tier. I just couldn't really keep up with those decks as much, even though it's a very consistent deck. I think with just this hit so far, the deck becomes infinitely playable, right? But we're not done yet, guys. There's a whole bunch of release cards. Let's go ahead and check it out. Released. So we got Blackwing Steam the Cloak, Gen X Ally Birdman, whatever loaded, Quick Fix, Spirals. They still don't have a Spiral Master Plan, but Quick Fix to 3, understandable. Okay, I see you. Limited to 3. That's awesome. Recital Starling, or as I call her, Rectal Starling to 3. There you go. Get my girl back. Draco Face Off, no longer on the list to 3. Wasn't doing anything anyway. Understandable. And we did get Sky Striker Mecha multi-roll to 3. Let's go. That's crazy. That's the one card I didn't see coming. I didn't think they were actually going to put multi-roll to 3. What does this do for the deck? Sky Striker overall is going to become a lot more consistent with double engage, and it's going to become a lot more grindy with 3 copies of multi-roll. Are you going to play 3 copies? I'm gonna do some testing. I don't know if in this current format 3 multi-roll is gonna be a bit too much, but you can still send it with the field spell, so it's like you still gain advantage off of it. So there's a lot of things that go into this, but it's adding more spells back into Sky Striker, so it's very exciting, guys, to see what we can do. Now, Samsara Lotus is a card that I honestly I'm not familiar with. During your end phase, if you control no spells, traps, you can special summon this card from your graveyard and face up attack position. This card's controller takes 1,000 damage during each. Hello? During your end phase, if you control no spells or traps, you can special summon this card from your graveyard and face up attack position. That sounds to me like, oh, it's during the end phase. Never mind. During your end phase, you can special summon this card, and then you take. Okay, cool. I'm not really seeing why that one was forbidden, but I mean, I could be horribly wrong. I was thinking of potentially super heavy samurai because tech, because you can have to control no spells traps. As long as you don't have it pendulum summon, you get to go ahead and special summon this for free if you use it as an additional sender. But that goes out the window because this card has more to it than meets the eye, right? Gen X Ally Birdman coming to 3. That's really interesting. Steam the Cloak as well. Isn't this a token generator? Special summon 1 Steam token if this card leaves your graveyard. Oh my god, we're getting back token generators. Oh no. Konami, what are you doing? Oh man, this is absolutely crazy. So token generators initially, like a lot of the Blackwing, like GoFu, Steam the Cloak, got immediately banned or limited the split second that links came out, because you could easily link climb and with ease. I mean, it took no effort whatsoever to go ahead and link climb, right? But now that we're moving further away from primarily using links, Master Rule 5 as well, different to Master Rule 4, we're getting some of them back, and it's becoming to be very interesting as to why we're getting all these back. And I wonder if we're going to go back to the old days of Yu-Gi-Oh! When token cards, token generators are just going to rule. Like Scapegoat's a bit too slow at this point. But what other token generators out there? I can't think of anything right now. This is absolutely crazy. So let's go. Quick recap, right? Quick recap. Thank goodness this website has literally everything on here. So Konami really dropped the thick ban list, guys. So we got Cyberstein's going to recap again. Cyberstein limited. Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow limited for whatever reason. Debolos's Mind Hacker limited. Red Lotus limited. Brand Explosion limited. I agree with all of those. Blaster coming to 1, understandable. Circular coming to 1. Gamma going to 1 really caught me off guard, guys. Denglong going to 1, again, it's another one that we kind of saw coming, but not really, because it's one of those cards where we can say, oh, it can come back, and it just doesn't, right? A Rise Heart going to 1, that's a huge hit. Like a Rise Heart, Cashier really got hit hard, not hard, but like a hard slap on the wrist, you know, with this ban list. So that's actually crazy. With the Herald of Orange Light going to 2, that's a huge boost to Drytron, which is already a semi-viable strategy. A lot of things can happen in this upcoming format. Really, it leaves me speechless as to what can actually go wrong, because or what can actually happen moving forward, because Pirelli got decreased in the consistency. Just a slap on the wrist, though. I think that Super Heavy Samurai got it harder than Pirelli, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, by losing out on the Scarecrow, because, again, it takes away your search, whatever it might be. So that's actually a pretty significant hit, if I do say so myself. But there's other ways you can go ahead and play around it. I mean, it's still playable. Same thing with Pirelli. You just play more consistency cards, like I said, Upstart Goblin or whatever, or Called by the Graves, 2 spells, done. So it is something to take into consideration. Well, something you can look into. Maybe a Sky Striker Pirelli combo deck would be interesting. You never know. Actually, no, that wouldn't work out, because you need a monster on the field. But I digress, guys. This is actually a crazy ban list. It has done so much. It really boosted up the power of Sky Striker so much by getting us to engage. I never thought I would see the day. Sprite starter, I mean, Sprite, small slap on the wrist. Maybe by losing out on Cyberstein, they lose out on some plays, but really, if you're playing Cyberstein and Sprite, you're playing a degenerate build. Let's just be honest with you guys, right? So I think that's the biggest thing so far, is the Cash Tira got a hefty slap on the wrist. Sky Striker's now far more viable than it was before. For some reason, Lightning Strike got hit, and we got a few slaps on the wrist to all the other meta contenders, guys. Also Branded Explosion, but essentially, Brand is still technically untouched, because they could make the same thing without Branded Explosion. So I'm going to do a meta-analysis right after this, guys. Stay tuned for that. But guys, do you enjoy this ban list? Enjoy the video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. I'm back on YouTube, guys. So videos on here on now. I'm not going to miss a beat Monday through Friday. But you guys are going to get a lot of uploads this weekend. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.